Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. We've been having a little bit of a debate on what to do with the second big stock tank bed that we have, and originally we were going to go ahead and put pumpkins in it, but the weather here has gotten sweltering, and we actually were thinking that maybe we should find something that would take the heat a little bit better. And actually I store my leftover sweet potatoes upstairs, and I went up to get some and noticed that a few of them, yeah, so we're gonna do a science experiment. Now, sweet potatoes, in particular, these are Beauregards, take 100 to 120 days, and that would put us into the first part of November. So I think we're going to try it. With the way that, the grocery stores and everything have been off and on around here, probably wouldn't hurt to put in more staple foods for this year. But the other thing too is once you get a sweet potato going, they love the heat. So let's get out there and see what I did. Okay, we are going to start this little science experiment off by leveling all of this out real quick. I put a lot of straw and used organic stuff. Sorry, I get around my cart for quite a while. So I'm going to level this out the best I can. I've cleaned chicken coops and quail bags, and there's all kinds of good organics in here. So I'm just going to level this the best I can, and there are a few weeds in the center. But I'm not terribly worried about the weeds and stuff. All I really want to do is get this leveled a bit. Get up here. It will make a little bit more sense here in a minute. But what I really want to do is I want to do this with what we have on hand. And science experiments are actually one of my fun, favorite things to do. And if anybody's following the channel for, the last couple of years, you know that Mark bought this for me so I could put a pumpkin patch in. But things just aren't quite working out this year for that with the heat. And not being able to quite get everything that you need exactly when you need it. So we're just gonna do this with what we've got. And sometimes that means a little bit of manpower, woman power, whatever you gotta use. But it's not exactly level, but I do have a bit of dirt. I've got, see, 3 bags of peat moss, 4 bags of garden soil, things that we keep on hand um, to mix the super soil and stuff that we haven't used yet. So I'm going to just use what I have available, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. And well, for the amount of dirt I have, that's probably about as level as I'm going to get. Just drag a little bit out here to the edge. I'm not terribly worried about the weeds because just about any kind of weed is going to be shaded out here before too long, so not terribly worried about it. Anyway, I've got one cart sitting right there with 2 bags of peat, and I'm going to get those broke up. I think I'm here first, so hold on, and we'll be right back. Okay, these are my first 2 bags of peat, and the boys are going to be working in the shop today, so I have this entire project to myself. And I started at about 7 o'clock this morning, and actually I took a screenshot of it because at 7 it was 70 degrees with 99% humidity today. Which tends to make it feel an awful lot hotter. I think our heat index was going to go up to about 105 today. So, I wanted to get working on this early. Because it's going to do nothing but just get hotter. So, those are my first 2 bags of peat, and just going to break those up a bit. Spread them out. Just want to get a few more organics in here. Some loose soil. I'm just going to break this up the best I can. And I have more soil to go and bring over. Filling a new bed can be a little daunting. And we're just going to use what we have right now. Because after all, it is a science experiment, and it's one of my favorite things. So this bed this year is just going to be for fun. And I've got to go and get a couple of more bags of dirt. So hold on. And we'll be right back. Okay, I've got one more bag. Keep on, so I want to put it down real quick. I have them much better knife for this that somebody sent me as a gift. And sorry I'm not using it this morning. Mostly just because I really wanted to get on this early because it's going to be so hot today. And I left it in the house. But we're going to get this one more bale put on here. And I'm not going to worry too much right now about leveling the peat moss out, because what I want to do is add a couple of bags of garden soil to that, and a little bit of black cow, and then we're going to add some bone meal because these are a root crop. And I'm going to make sure get a nice mix and a nice balance. And I've got 2 bags of the soil here, so give me just a second, let me throw those up there. Let's see how much coverage we get with 2 bags. I do have another one. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to need another one. And I get all that good stuff stored down in there really nice. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and get that last bag. Get that stirred in there really good though. I love these big stock tanks. They're just perfect pre-made garden bed. I am gonna need that other bag. So give me just a minute and I'll get the cart over there and get that other bag and bring over a little bit of black cow to mix in here too, and some bone meal. So hold on, give me just a minute. Okay, it was about 8 o'clock in the morning, and the sun is starting to come up over the trees, and it's getting warm. I did manage to miscount how many of these bags I have. I actually have 4, so I'm going to use all of them. I'm going to put 2 on and get these other 2. And I'm going to get 2 bags of black cow mixed in here too. I'm going to put all of these on here real quick. I'm probably going to go ahead and put a break in here to mix these up, because I know this video is probably getting a little bit long. So hold on, and I'll put a quick break in here. Okay, the last thing I'm going to put in here is a whole bag of bone meal. And I'm going to put it all over the top, and then I'm going to mix it in. We're planting a root crop, and they really enjoy bone meal. So I'm going to get this whole bag put on here. And then I'm going to mix it in real quick. Make sure you get a pretty good spread. And I'm just going to stir that in real quick. Hold on. Okay, so that's probably about what I'm going to leave it at for today. I've got to get the plants ready and everything, so I'm just going to leave this for today. It's already getting pretty warm, and I have a few other chores to do this morning. So that is the bed all prepped and ready. And we'll get to the next part probably in a day or two. So hold on. Okay, so that's all the footage that I have for today. And when I went out at 7 o'clock in the morning to start on that, actually, I look at the Weather Channel apps and stuff on my phone before I go out. And when I saw that it was 99% humidity, yeah, I had to screenshot that. Anyway, that's all the footage that I have for today. And enjoy a science experiment. We've never started sweet potatoes this late in the year, but it should be interesting. Because at the very least, they're just not going to be very big, and actually you can those. So even the little ones taste good. But it is awful muggy and really hot. So I'm going to go ahead and get back in the air conditioning for a couple of hours. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to ring that little bell to let you know when I'm digging something else up. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, anything on your mind, leave them in the little box below. And probably going to leave these out here in a jar of water with a tiny bit of fertilizer in it for a couple of days, and then I'll start adding a little bit of dirt. But they will need probably at least 2 or 3 days to get a little bit of root on them and to harden the leaves off a little bit. But it should be fun. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. And I'm glad that you took a few minutes of your day to spend some time with me. And remember, we love you, and we'll see you in the next one.